This is the plaintiff, Before Achimpong. He says he went through the drive-thru at Burger King and they forgot to give him ketchup. So he parked to go inside and get some and then discovered the defendant towing his car. He showed the driver the receipt from his burger, but the guy ignored him. In addition, the defendant scratched his bumper. He's suing for $260.63 for the illegal tow and damage. This is the defendant, Johnny Victor Rosa. He says the guy was observed eating his meal in the car and then leaving the premises. When he returned, he told the driver he had to go to church and pray for his son or daughter who died or something. Bottom line, this was a legal tow, and if you do the crime, you pay the time. He's accused of a double whopper.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
And welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff went to Burger King. He says that he just went back to get some ketchup and his car was towed. The defendant says he left the property to go to church. It's the case of hold the pickles, hold my car.
Okay, Before Achimpong?
Yes, please.
Okay. You are suing Soundview Recovery Incorporated, represented here by Johnny Victor Rosa. You're the owner?
Yes.
All right. For $260.63 in damage to your Toyota Corolla and $54 in a tow that you feel was illegal. Tell me what happened.
Yes, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Your Honor. September 20th, 2010, I went to a Burger King in the Bronx. I bought food through the drive-thru. They forgot to give me ketchup. So I parked at the parking lot, went in to go get ketchup. About 3 to 5 minutes later, I came back and I saw my car being towed. They say so far as they've put the jack under my car, I have to pay $54 on the spot or they will tow the car. So I requested to speak with the manager of the company. When I called John, who I believe was the manager, he started...
It's actually the owner.
Yes.
Right, okay, go ahead.
The owner. He started accusing me, stating that, you know you're wrong, you know you're not supposed to park there. I said, did your workers tell you that I have a receipt from Burger King stating that I bought food over there? He said, he don't care. I'm not the first. I wouldn't be the last. I can take him to wherever I want to take him.
You're not the first and you won't be the last to what?
To possibly take him to court. So he basically gave me these ideas. So I told him, thank you very much.
Way to go. Okay.
I told him, thank you very much. I don't want to go through that route. I'm trying to be very reasonable, respectful, and civil here. Your Honor, this was like about 35, 40 minutes. So, you know, I had to pay. I gave them the money. I was very drained. Prior to that, I had lost my son, my 5-month-old baby, through a miscarriage. Okay?
I'm sorry, you lost a baby that was 5 months old, or you lost...
Through a miscarriage.
Or there was a miscarriage.
There was a miscarriage.
The miscarriage and the baby was 5 months in gestation. Okay, I'm so sorry.
Yes. You know, I mean, I was doing everything to have some compassion from these people. Mm-hmm. They say they don't care. Joey wrote 5:30 as the time that they towed my car. I challenged him and I said, listen, 5:30, I wasn't here. Okay. He changed the time to 5:48. And I challenged him again and I said, 5:48 was when I had come out and we were arguing back and forth. So he changed the time, Your Honor, to 5:40. That was the third time. So
talk to me, Mr. Rosa. What happened?
Basically,
you're not the tower.
No, I'm the owner.
Is he the tower?
Yeah, he's the
tower. Come on up. What happened?
All right. I spotted him. He had a. I'm not denying the fact that he didn't buy food from the Burger King. He had, you know.
You're not denying the fact that he did buy food.
Yeah, that he did buy food. He pulled the car into the park. He went through the drive-thru. I didn't see him go through the drive-thru. He went through the drive-thru.
Because he says he did.
Yeah. He parked the car in the corner.
Did you see him park the car?
Yeah, I seen him park the car. Visually seen him park the car. Now he went down White Plains Road. He did not go back into the Burger King. He parked the car. He went down White Plains Road. He went window shopping. I seen him looking in store windows. So I talked to the manager. I have to get my paperwork signed. I said, there's a car. Gentleman just left the property. I went. I got the paperwork.
The manager at the Burger King?
Yeah, the manager at the Burger King. I said, there's a car. Gentleman just left the property. She signed the paperwork.
Can I see that?
That's right.
Okay, go on.
I told the car off of the lot. Now I'm filling out the rest of the paperwork, and this gentleman Comes up to
Wait,
me.
you tow the vehicle off the property?
Yeah, I towed it off the property onto the street now. Now we're on street level. I tow it onto the street. And
Make sure you got your tow.
Yeah, so, he comes over and he's like, I don't have the money. I was in the Burger King, but I'm like, sir, you left the property. There's nothing I can do. I mean, once I leave the property with the car, it's $109. And if he recovered it on scene, it's $54. By right, I was supposed to charge him the full $109. I gave him a break. I said, you know what? Since I had to do all the labor and I towed it off the property, I will only charge you half price and give you the car back for $54. And he pulled the receipt out. Anyone can get a receipt from anywhere because I have people all day long going in the garbage grabbing receipts saying, I ate Burger King here. But once you leave the property, your car's eligible for tow.
Did you ever see the Burger King food in his car?
Yeah, he did pull out the Burger King food out of his car.
So he probably was at Burger King, unless he's like a total pig and just had it there from some other event.
No, he actually started eating it he sat on the curb and he started eating his Burger King before he even paid us.
So he bought the food, put it in his car, went window shopping, and then came back to eat cold food?
Yep.
If he leaves the property, can he be towed?
No. It depends on how long he's gone.
Does it really? If he leaves, can they move his car?
I think they can. I mean, it's there for the next person who wants to come and get something to eat.
We will find out going inside the courtroom.
Why is there all this discrepancy with the times on the form where you're writing over it and changing it and all that?
Well, I did not touch the times on the slip. He was altering the times. He didn't want to pay the money until the time was changed, and I told him not to alternate the receipt.
And then he changed this?
Yes,
You
ma'am.
didn't change this?
No.
What time did you start to hook up the car?
I started hooking up the car about 5 minutes from when he left the property, in which if he has his receipt, it would be on the receipt. So it would say about 5 minutes from the time on his receipt.
Because he parked the car and then went window shopping and left the food to get cold inside the car.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you obviously left.
Your Honor.
You left the car, otherwise the car couldn't have gotten towed.
Your Honor, yes,
so
I did.
what you're saying is, I left the car and I walked into the Burger King. Can you imagine how long they'd be the tow company for the Burger King if every time someone parks a car and goes into Burger King, they get towed?
As you can see clearly on the receipt, they're having some discrepancies on the time that they actually
Well, yeah, but I
towed
don't
the
know
car.
that you didn't change the time.
I didn't change the time. He actually changed the time on my receipt, which I have it over here. He changed the time 3 times, and I actually asked him to initiate.
Let me see the initials. Did you sign that?
Joey. Your Honor.
What time had you written down?
Around 5:30.
Okay, because his receipt says 5:38. So unless you lost sight of him, or what do you think he did? You think he ran in and got food? But it says drive-through.
No, he went to the drive-thru and
you
just
got his
parked.
car. What's he driving through in?
We're not debating the fact that he went to Burger King.
You're not listening to what I'm debating. If the receipt says 5:38 and you're filling out on your paperwork either 5:30 or 5:40 or 5 whatever it is, we're having a problem with the times. It just isn't working out. Maybe your man here sees him walk off and doesn't realize he's walking off to go back in to get a ketchup. I don't know. Now talk to him about this damage to the truck. How do you guys tow? What method do you use?
It's a wheel lift.
Wheel lift. So what is it you say they did to your car? Your car's from what year?
2003 Toyota Corolla, Your Honor.
Okay. What do you say? What damage do you say they did?
There's a slight linear scratches at the back.
The nicks and scratches all over your 2003 bumper. You never saw them. Your 7-year-old car that are consistent throughout the entire. You're saying that they did it by using a wheel lift, which is the metal goes underneath your wheels and then lifts your car up that way. It doesn't touch your bumper.
I'm talking about that particular linear.
Yeah, well, you know
one.
what I'm talking about? I'm talking about getting greedy too. All right? I'm sorry for your loss. Your loss doesn't mean you don't pay a tow. You know what means you don't pay a tow? This whole discrepancy with the time thing that's sort of like all over the planet. That's a problem for you guys. That's how you guys all win your cases, is by being really exact about everything. Because even when somebody comes up with a bogus receipt, you're able to disprove it based on your being accurate on your time. But if you're gonna be all fudgy on the time, and he's got a drive-through receipt, you lose on the tow. $54 verdict for the plaintiff. On the damages, you win.
All right, hold on.
Well, here come the tow guys, and well, hey, it kind of went half and half, but you did not win because you didn't fill out the time correctly. What are you gonna do about this?
I guess we got to be more accurate with our times. The judge was right.
So, did you feel a little squirmy there when you said 5:30?
As a professional, I should have been more accurate on my time, and I will be more precautious. But unfortunately, when you give someone a break, being Mr. Nice Guy don't always work out.
Well, you don't regret giving the guy a break. I mean, you're in court, and under the circumstances, I'm sure you're glad how you handled the thing, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Only 54.
Yeah, it's not really about the money. It's about, he's suing us for damages to the vehicle and stuff like that. Stuff that didn't even happen.
Well, he didn't get that, so.
Thanks a lot.
All right, right down this way. Got a little greedy there going for the scratches. What was that about?
It's not about the money. I'm just going to be honest with you. It's the principle of the whole thing. It's about the principle. These people were sitting in front of the Burger King.
How about the principle of trying to, collect money on the scratches on your car that you didn't deserve?
No,
how about that principle?
The scratches, that was the very first time I saw those scratches. Like I say, it's not about the money.
Over to Harvey.
Okay, Kurt, no legal grace period. As soon as you leave the premises, you're not entitled to do that. They can tow your car.